Today, we will show you exactly how to fix your boxing business page so that it'll attract really cool people and that it won't be confusing what it is that you do. And you're going to stop the scroll just by using these 4 words. And this is not just some kind of hack. This is exactly what people need to hear. So with that being said, today we get into more of the behind the scenes that we do here in the school. But the most important part of this is that you need to make it clear what it is that you specialize in, and then keep it simple, because all of you are having moments in your social media when you're building your page and it's just not clear what you do. Just because you have boxing mitts and you have a ring, or if you have stuff in there that says boxing, doesn't mean people know exactly what you do. You could be working with only guys who are, killers like Ray Lewis or somebody. I mean, like top fighters. Or you could be someone who does it for charity or work with kids. What we have to do is make it clear. So today, I think you guys are like this because a lot of us get stuck and you're busy. When you're busy, you don't have a lot of time to try to figure stuff out. So I'm going to give you guys behind the scenes, and what we're going to do is look at a couple of profiles, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, and I'm going to tell you exactly the 4 words to say to people so that they know what you do. All right, so it's really going to be simple. It's not a bunch of fluff. We getting right down to it. In the school of boxing, we want the top trainers in the world, the top 1%, and everything that you say has to have gravity to it. So we're going to show you a couple of profiles. And all people really want to know is, what is it the hell that you got here? So I'm going to take a look at one of our new members, and let's take a look at Juan's. Juan has a profile here, and as you can see, Juan is very proud of his certification that also lets people know that he's authentic. So that is what we call credibility. And it's a powerful thing that people overlook. They think automatically people know what they are. Now that he's showing a little bit of the inside of the place. Now, my suggestion is if I'm coming to have my body fixed, I don't want to see your body. What I want to see is a guy who has a great smile and who's very, let's just say, inviting. And so we want an inviting personality. So my suggestion for the picture that he has up would be from his with a shirt on that says something or nothing. And his smile is inviting, or you're serious if you really deal with serious problems. All right. So there's what we want you to do now, Juan. We want you to take that profile and we want you to take it and let people know what you do. If you're an athlete, I'm an athlete. I don't want to work with people. But if you want to work with people, what you need to let people know is I am a current boxing athlete who teaches people better technique. All right. That's what I do for boxing. I'm a technician. I teach you the basics of boxing. And so soon as people hear that, they know exactly what you do, right? They don't, if someone else needs that service, they say, oh, I know a guy, he actually teaches boxing's basics. You don't have to overthink what you do. All right. The next thing. So identify the problem. And then the next words are, keep these simple. So what we do, bing. So what we do is take bad technique and fix it so that they have more power when they punch. You see how that sets up everything? So what we do do is I help them work on their base so that they have better technique and can defend better or throw better punches and get off the line. These are basic things when you set up what you do and the problem that you actually do it for. So let's just say a lot of people think because they have a boxing gym that people automatically know. That's why people aren't just flooding into it, because that's the most intimidating environment. So if you don't take that pillar of fear away, then that's going to always be there. I had a class that had people that were as young as 16 and as old as 81, because I removed the pillar of fear, anxiety, and uncertainty. What I would let people know is we have fun. We just happen to use boxing as a tool. And you're going to probably lose a lot of weight and gain some muscle tone. There's that. I always kept it within my personality because I can be super serious and I can be super fun, either or, because these are two personalities that you kind of want to have. You want to have a serious side so you know you get shit done, and then you want to have a side that people can actually relate to, and that's what I make sure that is available. Okay, so let's find the problem. The problem is I can't really get this punch going. I don't know how to throw punches good. This is what we call technical issues or lack of skills and fundamentals. So what we do is we help develop your base with good boxing techniques so that you can deliver better punches and defend better. All right. So what we do cues us up for everything. So Juan, what we want you to do is let people know that you're a current boxer athlete who teaches people fundamentals of boxing. That's it. Go do that right now. As soon as you see this video. All right. And then make sure you get your good picture with a shirt on, looking professional. So if I'm a mom, I know I can bring my son or daughter to come work with you, but I'm not going to consider the guy who the first impression I have is he's just thinking I'm just doing a selfie. That's not how you market. Like if you walked into Target and the guy who owns Target was showing you in his Speedo, just standing there, you'd be like, I ain't going in that store. That's weird. So just always keep in mind what the other person is thinking when they see your pictures. It's a great picture. It just doesn't represent what you are there to do. Okay, so the next one, we're going to take a look at Coach. Let me go over here to round for round and show you guys another profile that we can look at and audit. And here's the deal. What we want to know, what we want everyone to key in on is, what is it that we see that you do? Okay, the pictures say that Tom does talk to his audience, which is what most gym owners don't do. That's great. He has a good team of people. He celebrates his holidays. They have fun. Now, what I want to see here is you got good. Now, let's get the conversations going. Okay, so let me see exactly what is it that Tom do. Coach Thomas do. Boxing, fitness, masters boxing, train with experts, build skills, strength, and confidence. So that's period. That's a very clean message. It lets you know kind of what we do. Or we could say we help you build your confidence and we prepare, women for masters or people for masters, Gen X. Keep it simple. Here we go. Let's do it again. Here's the target audience I focus on, Gen X. Why? Because they want to learn more about boxing and they want to compete in the masters division. So he clearly has masters division there. Now, when they come to us, What we do is we teach them the fundamentals of boxing so that they have a solid base and they can compete with confidence. That's what we do. So I make sure that they know the outcome is they can compete and win the Masters with confidence. Gen Xers, we're here to take back the game. So use that in your copy so that that's clear. And then talk about one problem that the person is dealing with. You can say, hey, Michelle here, she always drops her hand when she throws a punch, or she doesn't sit down on it when she delivers, so there's no power. So what we do is we help her develop a boxing base, improve her technique with different postures. So we teach her here, the basic boxer, and she might even learn some of these peekaboo moves when it comes, because peekaboo is just basically basic boxing done well. All right, there's no freak of nature. Once again, I always talk about Tyson, but there's no other person that's going to come out of the womb with that kind of freakish ability. Okay, it's kind of weird, to be honest. But and so what we do is we build a great foundation with fundamentals and basics so that she can deliver punches with power and confidence and win her division in the Masters. Boom. So if you paint that picture, that's great. And a lot of people will read that and say, you build a boxing base and foundation and teach fundamentals. That's great. And then you put your hashtag, we specialize in, fitness in boxing, weight loss, whatever other thing you might want to put in a hashtag. All right. But hashtags aren't typically used right here in the description because you want to use every line for something that's going to be the now. Okay. So the hashtags are for the comments. I mean, for your description on the video. So you're doing a good job. I like the logo is cool, and just always consider, I'm sorry, when you are doing this, keep in mind your number one person that's there to see you. All right. Keep in mind, what are they thinking? What are you working with them? Like, that's my only advice is to share with people. Becky typically doesn't like to bend her knees. She stands up straight and leans over forward. So what we will do is, you know what I'm saying? Go right into it. That'll help people realize and understand what is it that you actually do at your place. So, okay. So that was kind of like an insight. And I want you guys to just keep it simple. Here's the deal. Whenever you have people that are looking at your page and you teach boxing outside of those food pages are the sexiest kind of social media that you can actually have. So why is it that when we go to all of the boxing pages, most people kind of don't have an idea of what to do? So here's what you do, and this helped me a whole lot. When I think about the problem that the person has when they come into my gym, whether it's a boxer, whether it's someone who wants to use boxing to get fit, or if they're cross training, the problem that they might have is technique, right? Or the problem that they might have is not being able to make weight. All right. So the first thing you do, and this is what you do for your page, is you identify the problem. He can never make weight for his fight, his competition. He's always struggling, having to run the last mile consistently before the weigh-in. Or every time we do weigh-in for our clients, Sheila never knocks off that 1.5 pounds of fat a week. So what we do is we solely concentrate on Sheila's eating mixed with particular amount of boxing tips and training regimens to balance out that weight loss. So that's what we do. We optimize her training and dieting so that she can lose the 1.5 pounds a week that's required in order to lose weight. You want to not lose water, you want to lose body fat. So that right there encompasses exactly what you do and how you do it. And that's what I want our boxing gym owners and master trainers to start taking into your fists and ball it up tight, because you have to have an identity. You don't go into Target, you don't go into Best Buy, you don't go into Walmart, you don't go into Saks Fifth Avenue, you don't go into the shopping mall if you don't know a store is there. That's why they have an identity, the name. Whenever you see Chanel, you know that's perfume. Whenever you see Versace, you know that is high-end gear, period. Whenever you see Nike, you know that's sporting gear. They have an identity. Now, what is your identity? Because boxing ain't your identity. What I do is I help people go from here using social media marketing and branding to build their business from one level to the next. And they call me an actual architect, because what I do is I build visions. I take your vision and make it a reality, but I just don't take any visions. I build skyscrapers. So people, when you have a big vision and you can't get it going because you're in your way constantly, then I take that idea, that vision, and what we do is put it in our machine and we put wheels on it and we paint it on the wall until it's to the sky, one step at a time. From day one, you grow. That's what we do. I'm an architect and I build visions. I paint it out from your brain, and then we put you in our sled and we take you to the North Pole like Santa Claus. And that's what you see us doing with these guys right here. We're taking what they came to us with their vision, and then we paint it. And they say, yeah, or let's put a little red over here, put a little blue over here. You know, we paint it so that it's a mural of all of the things that they want to encompass. So what is it that you do? Special, unique. Now, this is a boxing shirt and this is a boxing page, but it's bigger than boxing. Boxing is not a sport. Boxing is a brand. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So I taught boxing. That's why you see our shirts. We teach boxing. But what we really do is we take you from here to here using boxing as a tool. And that's what we want you guys to start encompassing this sport for. Not just saying, oh, I teach boxing, so here we go. I got boxing bags in the visuals, and I got punch mitts, and we got trainers in the background working, but nobody's communicating to the people who are watching. So let's clear that up. And your page, you have to have it clear what it is that you do. What is the problem? And you set it up with these 4 words. So what we do, because this helped me out tremendously. Now we have a flourishing page. We have 7 million views on the Instagram network this month during the past 4 weeks. 7 million. And our account has gone over 3.6 million different accounts. And it's only because I know how to share what I do. I know how to tell you that, look, bruh, this ain't about my company and it really ain't about yours. But what it is we have to encompass the entire brand of boxing, and we have to get our message out because we don't have the financial wherewithal or the leverage like the NFL or the MLB or FIFA. We don't have that budget. But what we do have is we have the most awesome sport that there is. And we have to market it that way because that's what we have right now. The powers that be won't fund boxing. The powers that be made sure they put a dark light on boxing from the mid 90s all the way till it's almost hard to do now when you got all of these different entities coming in to help boxing. But what we have to do as a people, in the culture of boxing is we have to literally put our heads together. And people like me who've been in it for 4 decades and I understand more of the business side is I feed you the information that you need. First, programming. And then once you get used to operating your gym with a system of operations, then you fuse in the business and cream everything up, get it nice and tight, clean it up to the top. And then it's just moving like a vehicle. And that's what we have. We have that and we can use that. So let's use it. This information isn't just for likes or views and comments. I probably will get 47 views on YouTube. So it's not for that. But what it is for is that every single boxing gym trainer or owner operator can now tighten up their stuff just a little bit more. Now, all of you guys in Top Trainer, today, you're going to go and support each one of your guys' profile on Instagram. The links are in our comment boxes. So go press everybody's link and type hashtag TSOB, the School of Boxing, to show support and tell the algorithm that their content is worthy. And I suggest that if you run a gym, that you start taking your social media presence serious. There's a reason why guys like Don Cheadle and Denzel Washington and Matthew McConaughey and Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Alba and The Rock Dwayne Johnson, there's a reason why Dana White and all of these guys are leveraging themselves, because the most powerful thing that you can have now is not money, but the most powerful asset in 2024 and 2025 is attention. Who cares about what you do is the thing. How many people have said, me, we're building a powerful community. And that's the most important thing. Money isn't the most important object anymore. It's people, building, unification. And that is power. And power is in numbers. And you can accomplish anything, even taking on the giants that be the powers who run this country and those who leverage financial leverage, like the NFL, all of these powerful franchises. So now what we can do is come together and we can optimize our pages. We can learn how to operate our gyms and run it like a substantial business and be respected. So if that's you, continue to follow for more. All my brothers in the School of Boxing, the Top Trainer program, get on it. And let's separate from the rest of the game. The top 1% trainer is just not about talking. We're about leading and blazing the pathway for all of the other gym owners that are operating under the banner of boxing. That's all I got for today. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for tomorrow when we dive deeper into how to use your social media to build up your Instagram and create subscriptions and let the algorithm pay you. And so we're going to show you how we actually build up our guys' subscription numbers so that they can actually benefit financially using social media. We don't just do social media for the fun of it and for views. We build social media that actually makes real money. That's all I got. I see you guys soon. Be blessed at Godspeed in the Winner Circle group over on Facebook. And if you have not subscribed to our broadcast, the Winner Circle over on Instagram, subscribe. It's absolutely free and nothing but game in there. Coach Bradley signing out. Peace.